Now,
Hi,
we're ready.
everyone. Welcome back. Today, I am joined by Leandro Cruz, who is the Director of Sales for North America for Awasi. If you are not familiar with Awasi, you're in for a really great surprise. Awasi are a collection of fully hosted lodges in South America, a very unique and wonderful experience. And if you have not heard of them before, like I said, you're in for a real treat. So, Leandro, without further ado, please take it away.
Right. Thank you so much, Emma. And I'm very, very excited about sharing the story about Awasi with everyone. We are headquartered, as Emma was saying, in South America. We have two lodges in Chile, two lodges in Argentina, and one in Brazil. And you'll be seeing first some nice slides about the hotels, and then we're going to finish with a beautiful video. The original hotels were three: Atacama, Patagonia, and Iguazu. And the new ownership that happened last year added two more hotels, Awasi Mendoza and Awasi Santa Catarina in Brazil. We will grow. We will have in 2027 another hotel in southern Argentina. But these are the five lodges that we have right now. As I said, Awasi Atacama. Atacama is in Chile, so you fly into Santiago and connect on a 2-hour flight north to the driest and highest altitude desert in the world. Awasi Patagonia is in the southern tip of Chile. Awasi Iguazu near the famous Iguazu Falls in the place where Paraguay, Argentina, and Brazil meet. Awasi Santa Catarina in the most beautiful area of Brazil, which is the southern part of the country, and Awasi Mendoza, which is a very wine-centric hotel because that is the most important wine producing area in the whole South America. Here's a map of South America. So normally the flight to the two major cities that you will fly in from the United States would be Santiago, Chile, and Buenos Aires, Argentina. And from there you can connect to all of our resorts, to the nearby airports. What is Awasi? And Awasi is based, there are four pillars here on our hotel. So everything is tailor-made for you. So everything from the food, the excursions or explorations is made for you and for your interests. Everything is private, meaning that you never share a transfer, an exploration, or a vehicle with anyone. You only share with other guests at our lodges if you decide to at the bar at the hotel after you come back from your day, or at the restaurant if you decide also to do so. Gastronomy, we are relay and chateau property, so we have that seal of food and beverage quality at all of our hotels. And the lodging, you come back from an exhausting day outside and you arrive to a luxurious, comfortable, and beautiful lodging accommodation. So as you can see here, is flexibility because everything is made for you. Intimacy because everything is private, and comfort. And remember that at gastronomy, which is all relay and chateau. We're going to start with Atacama, which is, as I mentioned earlier, the driest and highest altitude desert in the world. The altitude, however, is the same of Aspen, is 6,700 feet, which is bearable. However, during your stay here, you might do, if you can tolerate it, do excursions or explorations that are a much higher altitude. However, since all the decision and everything is tailor-made, you don't have to do those excursions. You can do others that are equally beautiful that are not at such a high altitude. Here, this lodge is only 12 rooms, and everything was built similar to the town where we're located, San Pedro de Atacama, which is adobe, wood, and stone, as you can see here, just like the Indians in the area used to make their homes. This is the main area of the hotel. It's always
Beautiful.
very intimate because only 12 rooms, and all the rooms are round. with a huge walk-in closet, huge room, bathroom, outdoor shower, very comfortable. We take children that are 12 and older. So we get a lot of families, but families with teenagers or college age kids, not kids running around because we don't think they'll be interested in our explorations. And as I mentioned earlier, all the explorations or excursions are tailor-made for you. So you can decide to do the whole day and a whole day exploration and leave the hotel really early and come back late afternoon. You can decide if you want to break it in two and do a morning and an afternoon and come back for lunch to the lodge. Or if you decide for the full day, we set up the lunch like that at a beautiful location in nature. Now we move to southern Chile, and this is Patagonia. Many people, when they are going to go to South America, they decide they want to see several areas. So they do multi-lodge, and a very common combination is to do Atacama in northern Chile and Patagonia in southern Chile. If you do that, we recommend that you spend the night, one night in Santiago on the way. Otherwise, you have to get up at 3 in the morning in Atacama to be able to do the first flight and arrive in Patagonia on time. So it's better to spend the night and that we give you the hotel. If you're combining those two lodges, we give you the hotel in Santiago, either the Ritz, the W in the city, or the Holiday Inn at the airport, and it's on us.
Very
So
nice.
yeah, so well, from our 14 villas in Patagonia, you see the view is the Torres del Paine, which is one of
Gorgeous.
the Torres del Paine Mountains, which are the main reason people come here to see. And it's like if you were outside because the windows in your rooms or your villas are huge, and what you see is Torres del Paine. And at night, a beautiful, like a sky full of stars. All the villas were built like the gauchos in the area used to make their estancias when they would spend like the whole winter camping out to watch the cattle. So inspired by that, very luxurious inside. But you can see here how the lodge looks. So you have a boardwalk to go to the main lodge, and you can walk. Everything has lights at night. And so it's in the middle of nowhere. So you basically fly from Santiago 3 hours and 20 minutes to Puerto Natales. And from there, you have another 2 hour transfer to the lodge.
And the lodge is inside the park, right?
No, the lodge is outside the
It's
park.
outside.
It is like for people that have been to Africa, you can go to the national parks that are full of cars, or you can go to a private reserve. We are at a private reserve that the only cars that you see is ours, and the animals, they don't distinguish between the park and the private reserve. They're just everywhere, and nature is the same. We have access to the park, so we also take you to the park. Remember
Okay.
that you have your own SUV or your own four-wheel drive vehicle. That in our case, in our two Chile resorts, it's or lodges, it's Ineos Grenadier, which is a brand new, similar to the Land Rover Defender, that is very good for the roughest terrain. So we'll take you everywhere because
Okay.
this vehicle is made for that. And these are the kind of views that you will have here at um, Torres del Paine National Park. And those vehicles that I just mentioned are being delivered November 2nd. So it's brand new vehicles. They're really gorgeous.
Great.
Now we go to Iguazu. And Iguazu is in that part. We're located on the Argentinian side. We have a competitor on the Brazilian side, but on the Argentinian side, which is amazing the view that you have from the falls. So traditionally, people come here for the day and take a 2 hour flight from Buenos Aires and see the falls and go back to Buenos Aires. But the area is really fantastic. The nature is called the Atlantic rainforest, has so many birds. The native Indian population, or are the Guarani, and they have amazing communities. They make beautiful things, and we take you to see other falls that are in the area that are less visited. Um,
Okay.
the main attraction that we have is that we are very different from the other hotels that are comp sets. There are traditional hotels. We are these villas, which we have 13 of them, right at the edge of the forest, and we have a boardwalk by the Iguazu River. All the villas, all of them are villas, self-standing villa with a private pool that is heated, and you can spot like a lot of birds, just amazing, like toucans, just outside the villa. We also are the only hotel that have an arrangement to take the clients before the National Park of the Falls open. So you see it in privacy with your guide. You will always have the same guide since the moment he or she picks you up at the airport or he or she drops you off at the airport. It's the same person at all the explorations and all the transfers, and you will only be with you, your family, or the person you're traveling with.
Perfect.
And of course, since we are Relais Chateau, they always send inspections, and all the food integrates national, like local ingredients with international food, and always taking into consideration your dietary restrictions. We have at all of our hotels amazing wine lists. So in Argentina, it's all Argentinian, highest end Argentinian wines. In Chile, it's the highest end Chilean wine. In Brazil, we have a mix. And you can see the outside of the villas here.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, they're really large. At all of our hotels, we have at these three that I have presented now, we have the standard villas that are for two people, or you have a master villa that one is two bedrooms and it can be for four. But
Great.
many people that come with their teenagers, they take two villas rather than taking the master. Other prefer to have them at the master, which is only one, and is at each one of these hotels, and it's two bedrooms.
Great.
You can see the inside here of the villas, the sitting area, the views to the outside. And here you can fly to two airports. So you can fly to IGR in Argentina, which is um, Iguazu, Argentina, or IGU, which is Iguazu, Brazil. And you can arrive in one and drop and leave from the other one. We
Okay.
can pick up and drop off at both airports.
Great.
Many people combine this hotel with a hotel at the beach in Argentina, and that's better. Many people just have to go to Iguazu in Brazilian side to fly there.
Hmm.
This is a hotel, the only one that is beach oriented of our four lodges, and is in the beautiful state of Santa Catarina. That's what the name comes from, Awasi, Santa Catarina. And this hotel is our largest at 25 villas, and we have about six categories of villas of different sizes here. We have a beautiful spa at this hotel, pretty large with amazing views, and you can do up to two treatments per day. We do a lot
Great.
of included in the fully hosted concept, and we do a lot of beautiful explorations, including many that are ocean, like during season of the whales, we do whale watching, we do dolphin watching, snorkeling, diving, we do oyster farming, we do walking trails that are incredible. Exploration to the nearby islands and to the beautiful city of Florianopolis, which is closest city, which is 55 minutes away from us. The views are to the open Atlantic, which are beautiful. And now we go to Mendoza, which is the last of the five properties I'm going to present to you today. Mendoza is in Argentina and is on the western side of the country near the Andes Mountains that separate Argentina from Chile. And this is the prime wine producing area of South America. Chile will be the second. Chile has a lot of wine production, but Argentina is number one, and most of it is here. They
Hmm.
produce a lot of Malbec, which
Yes.
you
I
may have
love
heard of. Yeah,
Malbec.
that is really excellent. And you can see here one of the villas. So the villas varied in size. So we have, as I said here, four categories. The villas have pools, private pools, outdoors showers, inside, of course, showers and bathroom with bathtubs. You have a fireplace inside and a fireplace outside. So it's beautiful here to see the sunset from your terrace with the fireplace on. It's really amazing to do that. And the experiences we do here are most people that come here, they want to focus on the wine. So we do all the visits to the top vineyards and in private, complete privacy. So you're never with other people trying the wines. You'll be with the person you're traveling with. If you're traveling with your family, that would be with your family. And if they can drink, if they're not young enough, they're not that young, maybe. And so we'll take you to the top of them and to special places like the house of the owner of one of the wineries, and you'll have a lunch there. We'll take you, even though we're fully hosted, we'll take you to have lunch outside at the different wineries. You'll have the breakfast and the dinner always at the hotel, but the hotel, we have an amazing cellar, and you'll get a crash course on Argentinian wines by our sommelier. And that is something that we really recommend. We do at the hotel tango show. We do asado, which is like a Argentinian barbecue, which, by the way, is the country that eats the most beef per person in the world.
Is
So
that
they
right?
really export a lot. Yeah. So it's a lot of red wine and a lot of beef. Um, as I, you can see the villas from the outside and your private
Stunning.
pool. Yeah,
Hmm.
there, and we are in the middle of an active vineyard that is 55 acres. So you're
Wow.
really living the wine life. And it's not only if let's say you're traveling with your teenagers and they want to do something else. So we do a lot of other things. We do horseback riding in the Andes, trails in the Andes, or horseback riding near the hotel, which is also a beautiful area surrounded by vineyards, e-bikes and regular bikes and mountain bikes, and we do river rafting and show you amazing areas of nature that are located in this area. In other parts, like I mentioned before, Patagonia, there you can see a lot of pumas, and in areas like Iguazu, you can spot jaguars. And of course, the condors in this area of Mendoza are really amazing. It's the largest wingspan of any bird on Earth, and they're huge.
Yeah.
The interior of one of the rooms in Mendoza, the villas, they're all villas, 17 villas here. And of course, we mentioned here the from harvest to bottle.
Hmm.
I'm going now to close this presentation and we're going to do the video.
Beautiful photography.
Yeah. So I don't know if you have any questions regarding our lodges, but Remember that our strong points, complete privacy and tailor-made. If that can stick to your mind, I think that's the competitive advantage that we have at those destinations.
No, that's perfect. I think you have an amazing product. I did have a couple of questions that perhaps people who are interested in booking this might have, and that would be like seasonality. Are your lodges open year round, or like
Yeah.
what's peak season?
A very, very good question. So, out of the five lodges, four of them are opened year round. The only
Okay.
one that is seasonal is Patagonia, because the weather down south, that's in that southern
Cold.
latitude, is very cold. So that hotel operates October 1st through May 1st. The
Okay.
winter of the south, which is basically from May to September, we close Patagonia. The other hotels
Okay.
stayed open, and all
Mhm.
the seasons are beautiful. The high season is basically October through April, and for all the other hotels, the low season is May 1st to September 30th. But I have to say, like you go to Mendoza in July, I went in July, and the weather was during the day 65, at night 55. Very sunny.
Oh,
It doesn't rain, so it was really perfect. Iguazu was even warmer.
right.
Atacama is up in the north, but the weather is cold at night because it's a desert.
Right.
But and you just prepare for that. But it's no snow unless you go to really high altitude on an exploration when you're at
Mhm.
Atacama. So I think the winter or low season is really a wonderful time to travel. However, the high season is the summer of the south.
Right. Okay, that makes sense to me. And then I had one other question. Um, your lodges are very small and intimate, so I'm assuming that they will book up pretty fast. So if someone
Yeah.
is looking to do something like this, how far in advance should we be booking?
Well, the hotel that has the highest demand is Patagonia, and right now we're working on December, January 2027
And
bookings.
okay, so you
So
have a
that
long
one
lead
we
time.
recommend if you're going on peak travel times like festive to book with enough a year ahead.
Yeah,
And during the high season, the other hotels, we always offer alternative dates that many people kind of accommodate to that. But if you only have a specific dates like the kids' college vacation and things like that, the earliest, the better,
right.
especially from December to April.
Understood. Right. That makes a lot of sense. Actually, something else that I thought of is I actually have a lot of solo travelers. So, how does this work for solo? I understand that being fully hosted, it includes a lot. But is there some kind of compensation or
Well, we have
whatever?
we have because we have a lot of solo travelers. We have a lot of we have the single rates available,
Okay.
and the reason for that is at the end everything is private for you. So it's gonna
Right.
be you're going to be with your guide, and many people do that connection not only come here to have a connection with nature and with the beauty of the area, the majestuosity of the area, that many solo people, that's what they want to do when they're
Absolutely.
there. They have an incredible connection with a very knowledgeable guides and
Hmm.
with our staff, and if they want they can meet other people at the bar of the restaurant of the hotel, but we have a significant number of solo travelers.
Okay. That's great because I also have a lot of solo travelers, so they're always looking for interesting and new experiences, and I think this would be top of anybody's list, really.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
any questions? I'm based in Miami. So any questions that you might have that I can assist you with, that any of your clients have, I can always help.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, I think that's a good way to end it. Again, like Leandro said, if you do have questions, direct them through me and I'll reach out to Leandro and we can start coordinating something for you, especially if you're looking at 2027. It sounds like it's a perfect time to be booking for then.
Yeah. And we also have a special discount. If you are combining two of our lodges, you can have 10%. If you do three, we give you a discount of 15%.
Perfect. Okay, that's great. And I'm going to be attaching some resources within the presentation page for this video. So if people want more information, I'll make sure that there's a digital brochure and any kind of information that we collect over the next little while. I'll be sure to have those resources available for everybody. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you, Leandro. It was so great to have you on. It was a really amazing experience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I'm trying to stop the recording. Come here. Come stop the recording.
Click on that.
Stop.